Today's subject is it possible female woman without sin? In my opinion, yes, it's possible. Okay, let's review one by one. According to Genesis chapter 1, verse 28, God blessed them and said to them, "Be fruitful and increase in number, fill the earth and subdue it." Now, be fruitful means is that we have to get many children. But when you go to another verse, let's say Leviticus chapter 18, verse 19, and look at chapter 20 and verse 18. It said, "Do not approach the woman to have a sexual relation during uncleanness of her monthly period." Now, the menstruation is unclean based upon this Leviticus. Now, Leviticus 20:18, if a man has sexual relations with a woman during her monthly period, he had exposed the source of her flow, and she has also uncovered. Both of them are to be cut off from their people. Ooh, this is scary verses. Now, so it is necessary that let's say menstruation, things like that. However, menstruation may be depending on interpretation. However, according to them, menstruation is unclean. Now, when you go some very conservative Jew still believe this one and practice that, and then in 2 weeks, that's what I understand, 2 weeks they do not make a sexual relationship between husband and woman. This is so I asked them, how can you suffer your desire, but they have to do. So incredible to me, but that's still practice between among the Jews. Now, on the top of that, now Leviticus chapter 12, verse 12, and we said also this 2. I'm sorry, that's 2 and 5. Lord said to Moses, "Say to Israelites, a woman who becomes pregnant and gives birth to a son will be ceremonially unclean for 7 days, just as she is unclean during her monthly period." So when they deliver a boy, they are unclean. And then Leviticus chapter 12, verse 5, if she bears female child, a girl, then she shall be unclean 2 weeks, as in her menstruation, and she shall continue in the blood her purifying for 66 days. Now, so pregnancy and deliver baby is necessary to increase number and be fruitful, but that is unclean. Now, this is two opposite words. It's a very paradoxical, and somebody interpret because this is Eve ate the fruit of good and evil. However, pregnancy and delivering baby is very, very necessary thing to be fruitful and multiply, but that is unclean. This is something unmatched, okay? Can be, cannot be easily understandable because it's totally two different explanation. And some of them is spiritual meaning, things like that. However, when I listen and read, all those one doesn't make sense to me much. And when I asked this question to my wife, and she said, "Wait a second, the Mary who delivered baby must be woman without a sin." No. Why? Because she delivered baby. So when delivered baby, that's unclean. And then when you go to Luke chapter 2 and 22, it said, when the time comes, the purification rite required by the law of Moses, Joseph and Mary took him to Jerusalem to present him to the Lord. Now, purification rite. Okay? So, in other words, it's unclean. But then why Mary is, many people think she is without a sin. No, she has a sin, but according to Luke 1, verse 28, "Oh, favored one, Lord is with you." Favored one. That's important word, but that does not mean sinness. Okay. So why then this is unmatched verses existed in the Bible? Then we have to think, who will be benefit from this uncleanness? Then in order to purify process, we have to go to at the time a tent of tabernacle, okay? And then I believe the priest has a right, okay? Somebody taking care of a pigeon, and somebody taking care of sheep, and somebody taking care of cow, things like that. Now, according to many biblical the source, one pigeon, one dog cost 1 month's salary of that labor a person. So it's a very expensive one. And when we offer sheep, then it is 1 year's salary. So it is big money for most of ordinary person. Then they have to buy. Then the person sell and deal with this one must get the benefit. Isn't this a logical assumption? So therefore, all those are interconnected with offering, priest, and who sell those kind of offering. They make money. So they are put this kind of a thing into the Bible to get the profit. Now, conclusion now. Then, woman who become having menstruation and pregnant and deliver baby are uncleanness. Therefore, the woman who cannot menstruation, amenorrhea, this person cannot do menstruation, cannot be pregnant, cannot deliver baby. So this person must be woman without sin. Something wrong, right? It's not normal. The reason is the definition of the sin for menstruation and pregnancy and also delivery is not necessary. It should not be unclean. Then we don't have to worry so much. But in order to somebody get the benefit, make it this sin. That is the problem. Thank you so much for your watching.